Mexico has performed worse than expected in 2014, and experts seem to have mixed feelings over the future of the LATAM economy. Joining us down the line from Mexico City to discuss is Marco Oviedo. Marco, on one hand, the Bank of Mexico lowered its full-year growth estimate to between 2 and 2.5%. On the other, analysts say Mexico should be the region's standout performer over 2015-2016. Where does the divergence in outlooks come from? Is it that Mexico is just the best out of a bad lot?
No, it continues to be a sweet spot. I think that what is driving the bad results of GDP performance this year is a persistent negative effect of the fiscal reform that was approved in January. Both firms and households have seen their income flows reduced because of this new tax scheme, but that is temporal. We believe that next year, combined with no presence of these negative effects, combined with the fact that most likely the energy reform will be fully implemented, growth is going to do a little better. In fact, we are estimating 3.3% growth for 2015 and then 3.7% in 2016.
Potential for improvement may exist, but some analysts are picking out the recent sharp drop in oil prices and concerns about security issues in Mexico to provide headwinds. Do you believe the factors you just mentioned can offset these risks?
In terms of the oil, the price of oil, unfortunately, since oil production has been declining for many years in Mexico, the sensitivity of both public finances and growth to the prices of oil is lower now. But until oil production doesn't recover, and that will happen only with the energy reform in the medium term, the exposure to the oil price will not going to be as important as in other export countries. In terms of security, I think that's the most relevant risk. We have seen a deterioration of this situation in the past months, and we haven't seen a strong response of the government in terms of stating a clear strategy towards this problem. Hopefully, the government will take the opportunity that this problem continues to be persistent in Mexico in order to make something. But so far, I would say it is a yellow light and something that we'll continue following in order to see if the fundamentals of the economy remain intact.
The peso has fallen nearly 6% since May as sentiment surrounding the currency has deteriorated. Mexico's stance contrasts with interventions used by other emerging economies to protect local currencies. Is this the right approach for Mexico?
Yes, I think that the Mexican peso has proven to be a very flexible currency. Actually, according to the latest BIS survey, the Mexican peso is the most liquid currency of the emerging world, the 8th most traded currency of the world, and this is because the central bank does not intervene in the market. We believe that the Mexican peso will continue under pressure, but not because of domestic drivers.
And with all that in mind, what is your outlook for the US dollar against the peso over the coming quarters?
Yes, I think that the peso will continue under pressure in the coming days as there is still uncertainty about the next move of both central banks, the European Central Bank and the Federal Reserve. And when this uncertainty is vanished, and on the other hand, you have the energy reform fully implemented, we will see flows of FDI. So the peso, probably in the first half of the year, is going to be at 1370s, probably reaching 1380s at some point. But then as FDI comes and there's less uncertainty, I think it could stabilize around 1340s, 1330s. That would imply appreciation in real terms of the peso, and probably we have room to appreciate further as growth improves and there is more investment flows.
Marco, I really appreciate your time today, thank you. Well viewers, that's all from me for the moment, but for more currency outlooks, why not click back to today's forecast with Sinead McLaughlin. Goodbye for now.